I'm very excited for today's video because I have some clean, affordable fragrances to share with you guys. If you're interested in finding out more, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we'll be talking about a clean fragrance brand, and that is none other than Skylar Clean Beauty. These fragrances were gifted to me from Skylar for review. So thank you so much, Skylar, for sending these products to me to review. So if you've never heard of Skylar fragrances, they are all about creating fragrances that are safe for sensitive skin, meaning they're hypoallergenic, they are cruelty-free, vegan, and they are made in sustainable ways. They're also made here in the United States of America, if that matters to you all. But I figured I would share because it is made right in California. So the founder of the company said that these fragrances are all inspired by nature and by her hometown of Los Angeles, California. Skylar fragrances have been around a while, but recently they have relaunched and repackaged and reformulated their fragrances to give you longer lasting but still very clean fragrances. So without further ado, let's get into the fragrances. So the company sent me 3 full-size fragrances and a discovery set. We're going to talk about the 3 full-size, and at the end I will tell you about 2 of the fragrances in the discovery set that I'm actually pretty interested in. So I'm going to start with the fragrance that I am the least excited about. It's not a bad fragrance, but it's just not really my cup of tea. So the first one that I have here is Pink Canyon. And that's what it looks like. And this is what their new bottles look like. I believe the old bottles were more tall and rounded at the top, if I remember correctly. But these are what the new bottles look like. I do like them. On the back of each one, they do have a picture that matches the fragrance name, and you can see through the inside. So they do look a little bit different. They all have a different color sticker, but as far as the bottles, they're all the same. So anyway, this is Pink Canyon. So this fragrance is very energizing and awakening. The key notes in this fragrance are grapefruit, pink salt, and cedar. And I actually think it's quite interesting. So the grapefruit in this is a little bit zesty, but it's also a little bit sweet. And then the cedar really helps to break this up, which I really like. It kind of sets it apart from other grapefruit slash citrus type scents. I do really enjoy this one. I actually wore this to work out the other day, and it was perfect because it's not a loud fragrance. It was very like kind of energizing, but at the same time, never too much, not too sharp. Very smooth and well-rounded. And what I will say about all of the fragrances that I have here is that none of them are very loud fragrances. None of them will be fragrances that will make you stand out in a room. These are all very like laid-back fragrances. So with this one, like I said, I enjoy wearing it to the gym. I also think it'll be perfect to wear it to like doctor's offices. Perfect for spring, summer, in my opinion. As far as longevity and projection, there's not a whole lot there. It does not project very far, but that can be great in certain cases, like me wearing it to work out. But as far as longevity, for me, I got about, let's say about 4 hours on this one, but it turned into a skin scent after like the first hour or 2. So overall, I do like this, but it is not a love for me. It's not something that I necessarily need to have in my collection. But since I have it, I will use it. It'll just probably be more so for like working out or fresh out of the shower type fragrance. So that is Pink Canyon. So the next fragrance that I have is called I'll Escape, and this is what it looks like. Here's what the back looks like. I love the blue on this. This fragrance to me at first spray reminded me of Le Labo Santal 33. They're not dupes, but it definitely reminded me of it. And I think it's because the sandalwood in Le Labo Santal 33 is just so pronounced, right? The sandalwood in this starts out pretty pronounced, but then it quickly dies down. So the key notes in this one are sandalwood, bergamot, and cardamom. So for me, I really don't smell the cardamom in this, but I do smell the bergamot, and that helps keep it very light and lifted. So even though this is sandalwood, it's not a very like sharp masculine sandalwood. If you've ever smelled Santal 33, I think that fragrance can be a bit much for a lot of people. It's honestly a bit much for me. I have smelled it, but it's not really my cup of tea. It's a little bit too woody for me. This one is a nice change of that. So if you like Santal 33 but you think it's too much and you want something more for like everyday use that you can wear into the office, you can wear to doctor's appointments and all of that, this may be one that you want to try. It is very pretty. The sandalwood is definitely there. It's very woody. It's very I don't want to say very spicy. It is a little bit spicy, but it's also, this fragrance also smells a little bit like sweet. I don't know where the sweetness is coming from, but it smells a little bit sweet. And then of course it smells a bit fresh from the bergamot. So I really enjoy this one. I think it's quite unique. Even though I compared it to Santal 33, I think that just came to my mind because that's like the first very woody sandalwood that I probably smelled and that I think a lot of you have smelled. So I just wanted to compare it for that particular reason. But yeah, this one is very nice, pretty unique, and I have no complaints about it. Again, the projection and longevity on this are not amazing, but I feel like if you're looking at this fragrance brand, don't look for anything beast mode. There's nothing there for you, okay? These are the types of fragrances I wear when I want to not stand out too much, but I still want to smell good. So this one, I get a little bit better longevity. I get probably about 4 to 5 hours of wear out of this one, but I can smell it on myself probably for at least 3 to 4 of those hours. So I think this one is actually pretty decent performing when you think about this type of fragrance. So again, that one was I'll Escape. And then my favorite one out of the ones that they sent me is Vanilla Sky. So this is what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. So very warm looking bottle, right? And that perfectly coincides with the fragrance that's inside. So this fragrance is for the vanilla and gourmand lovers. The keynotes in this one are cappuccino, pure vanilla, and caramelized cedar. Now, I actually saw this on an Instagram ad and I put it in my phone for me to go look up more information about, like I screenshotted it. That's what I do. And then like the next day, I had the opportunity to get these fragrances sent to me, and I was excited because I really wanted to try this one. I was gonna go smell it next time I went to Sephora. So glad I have it here. But this one is for the gourmand lovers. This one does smell like sweet coffee mixed with sugar and cream and definitely vanilla. Now, if you're a gourmand lover, but sometimes it can be like too heavy or too sticky for you, then this is one to try. This one still gives me all the gourmand feels without feeling like too much, even though it is a gourmand fragrance. And I'm telling you, when I say gourmand, whenever I think about gourmand fragrances, I like to think that they smell completely edible. I'm the type of person who likes realistic gourmands. This one to me is a realistic gourmand. It does not smell perfumey. So if you like those types of fragrances, but sometimes they're too much, check this one out. It may be a good match for you. It's perfect for fall, winter. I've worn this one the most out of the 3 fragrances I'm sharing with you. And I did notice that when I wore this to bed, I could smell it on my clothes the next day, but not my skin. So I wanted to note that because on this one, I get pretty good longevity. So on my skin, I have noticed wearing it through the day. I probably only smell it on myself for about 5 to 6 hours, but I honestly think that's really good for this type of fragrance. And then like I said, when I wore it to bed, that was at least 8 hours. I still smelled it on my clothes the next day. And yeah, I was actually pretty impressed. I did not expect to smell this on my clothes or my body at all. So when I smelled it on my pajama shirt, I was very happily surprised about it. So that one was my favorite, and that is Vanilla Sky. So they did send me the sampler set, and what I wanted to mention is that if you purchase any full-size fragrance from Skylar using my link below, then you can get the sampler set for free. It came in this nice little box. I took it out. But it includes 5 different fragrances, the 3 that I have here, plus it also has Salt Air and Capri Summer. And I did smell both of those and I really like them. So first up is Salt Air. This one is Driftwood, Sea Salt, and Seaweed. And this smells like a perfect beach day scent. So I have not actually worn this one, so I can't talk about longevity or anything like that. I've only tried it on a tester, and I have to say I really like it. It is very summery. It's not sunscreening, but it smells like a very classy beach scent, and it's something that I personally would take like on vacation with me to wear during the day if I'm not really going to the beach, but if I'm walking around a nice resort or anything like that. Yeah, it smells really good. And this will definitely be going on my list of things to revisit when it gets warmer again. So that is Salt Air. And then the other sample that I wanted to mention is Capri Summer. And this one, the key notes are bergamot, neroli, and blood orange. And this one smells like a classy orange juice. It is sweet, it is citrusy. Let me spray my little test strip to remind myself, but it smells delicious. If you like orange scented things, this one is a good one. I haven't worn this one as well, but I definitely want to try this again when it gets warmer. I don't really wear these types of fragrances in the cool weather, but I think it smells amazing. It's really good, really yummy smelling. Yeah, it kind of smells like a sweet orange juice. But you have that bergamot in there that kind of breaks that up as well. And it just smells like something that I want to drink. Very refreshing. Yeah, I can't wait to actually play around with this one when it gets hot again. I mean, it's hot here now, but I'm into my fall winter scents. But I will definitely be playing with those when spring rolls around again. So those are my thoughts on Skylar fragrances. Overall, I'm pretty happy with all the ones that were sent to me. I like the fact that they're hypoallergenic, they're not expensive, they can be found in your local Sephora or order from the website. I will leave the link to the website down below. They do have some deals going on right now, so if you're interested, check that out. But if you want to just go smell them, they are available in Sephora. Not every single one of their scents is available. I did notice that in Sephora the other day, but if you're interested, to still check them out. And on top of those reasons, these are all quite pretty scents in my opinion. So I definitely would recommend checking them out if you're interested. If you guys own any fragrances from Skylar, please leave it down below. Let us know what you think about it. Also, if you have tried the old version versus the new version, let us know how they compare to you. I never own any of the old versions, so I can't really speak on those. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed and follow me over on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.